Today we have Katerina Barrie. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
I got it right? All right. And she will be presenting for 6 minutes her Influence Columbia. So let's give her a round of applause.
All right. Hi, everyone. Pleasure being here. So happy that you guys are here. Very excited to present. So I'm going to start outside of business, a little bit about me. I have a lot of hobbies. I do some public speaking, live videos, other videos. I'm an actress. I'm an art model, which means I pose for artists. And I also read tarot cards. What do all these 4 things have in common? I have a giant passion for storytelling. That is my purpose in life. And now I want to get back to business with this. So why did I start my company? Well, a little bit of background. I have the privilege of having my dad in the audience today. This is the picture of me and my parents in Moscow, which is where I grew up. And my dad was a small business entrepreneur his whole life, as far as I remember. And he always put the food on the table. And he's still a small business owner now in Charleston, successful one in that. My mom was a stay-at-home mom when we moved to the United States, and she's an artist. She started selling her art. Now she has a successful business selling art at the Charleston City Market, and I'm very proud of her because she learned the language, overcame some personal fears to do that, and so that's the family values that have been instilled in me. My professional evolution has been the following. I graduated from Trident Technical College in Charleston with an Associate in Applied Science degree in Human Resource Management. I worked corporate, advertising account executive for a large media company. And then in 2017, I founded Influence Media, a limited liability company. So the reason that I went from that corporate kind of selling advertising to my own companies, traditional media, I discovered can't really help that much small businesses because there's no really clear way to track ROI. Now, if you're a bigger company, you might have a little more of an investment to play with, and then you can kind of see how it's justified. But if you're tiny and you have only like $200 or $300 to spend for a whole quarter, then there is just no way it works. So, the next chapter is what is the offering? When I started the company, I began replicating some of the techniques that I used before in the corporate environment. And I tried to do it cheaper, and I tried to do it better. What I realized is that I was at capacity pretty quickly. And I started working with Delaney's and Speakeasy. They closed. That felt hard because it was planned, but I still felt like I could have done more. And I ended up going from servicing businesses, small businesses, mostly in 5 Points, to serving people in 5 Points. I became a waitress at Goats. This is a picture of me that the owner, OP, took while I was on my shift to promote a cocktail. And I started doing a lot of different things. And I kind of got back to actually my passion, which was storytelling. And I realized that I have to come up with a new vision that incorporates that aspect into what I'm trying to do. So this is essentially my company. It has 2 sides. The Influence Media is influencer marketing agency, your story making an impact. Influence Columbia, hashtag Influence Columbia, is a Soda City influencer, blogging and social media publication. It covers small businesses from food to drinks to shopping, lifestyle, entertainment, learning, and nonprofits. Why storytelling? Well, the better you tell, the more you sell. Every decision that we make is an emotional decision, justified by logic. And this is according to the 2002 Nobel Prize winner. Neuroscience confirms this. Our decisions come from subconscious mind, which is emotional, which is feelings, which is not rationality. And the rational brain justifies them. So how? How does it all come together? This is essentially my vision. My company, Influence Media, Soda City Influencer, serving the market while promoting local businesses and collaborating with other entrepreneurs, other freelancers, other creatives. What brings it all together? It's the heart. That's why it's the heart. Community synergy. I've lived in Moscow, I've lived in Charleston, I've traveled around the world. This is the only place that feels like home. Why? Because I have a community here. A lot of you guys are coming here because you know me. A lot of you guys are coming here because it's 1 million cups. It's another way that we come together as a community. So it's very important to my vision. As an agency, a little bit into the details, Influence Media, as an agency, it helps companies develop their story, develop their voice, build their marketing strategy, and plan their online advertising. So essentially, it's messages coming from them, but we help them develop these messages. The vision for that is top influencing agency in the Southeast. I know it's a little lofty, but I see this company being way more than what it is now, just me. So that's the only way that it's going to be possible. Connecting creatives, freelancers, photographers, videographers to projects that they can work on, that they can earn from, and providing individual approach to every single company. Soda City Influencer, the publication. So it's a little different. It's the content that we create as a publication. Through blog, Facebook, Instagram, eventually a newsletter, and then some polls, competitions, things like that. So how does it work? People that will come and join us will have an opportunity to go out and review local businesses, go experience a yoga class, go try a new meal, go try a cocktail somewhere, write about it, take a few pictures, nothing too fancy, and then share that. And then the businesses will have a way to sustainably and cheaply market by us promoting these pieces of content to their ideal clients. So it's very sustainable, it's very low cost, and again, it can be pretty passive income. If you have a personal brand, if you're a fitness coach, and you're interested in nutrition, you might be going out and trying some healthy meal options in Colombia, writing about it, making some passive income on the side while also growing your brand. So, final chapter, SWOT. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. The first two are about me. I'm a visionary. I have a lot of ideas, never have the lack of ideas. I'm a problem solver, and I'm a really good closer. Weaknesses, wearing too many hats at the moment, and I also have limited hiring experience, so it's a little intimidating for me. I take on a little too much, and self-discipline is an ongoing journey. Sometimes I'm great at it, sometimes it's really hard. For the company, opportunities, threats. Opportunities, market domination, because this is kind of original to this area. Creating gig jobs for the gig economy. I think it's going to be great. If you have a full-time job or do something full-time, you can join in still make some extra income. Automation and expansion, as well as online courses and training, that's further down the road. If we can really make it a process that can be repeated, that way we can introduce it to other markets. Threats, CEO burnout, insufficient resources, and rapid growth. If we start growing too fast, we don't have enough funds to support that growth, that can be a problem. And then finally, competition and pricing. The way that I see it, I think it will work, but it's also important to consider that someone might come in and be like, okay, great concept, we can do it better. And if they can do it better, they have the right to steal the spotlight. But it's important to think about that. And then the big ask, collaborators, is the one thing primarily that I'm looking for. If you are self-employed, if you do something fun for yourself, like photography, videography, graphic design, you name it, anything creative, come talk to me, because I want to build this community where we can come together and choose projects to work on together. New partners, if you're interested in these services, please also come talk to me. So introductions, networking, you know someone, I know someone, let's help each other out. Suggestions, constructive criticism, any questions you have, any suggestions, any advice, anything that doesn't make sense, please tell me. And then finally, that's my contact information. If it gets a little chaotic, there's some sheets here that you can fill out your name, email, phone number. I'll get in touch with you. Otherwise, let's talk. I have my business cards, and let's connect. Thank you so much.